Recall that the ANS, whether sympathetic division or parasympathetic division, is a 2-neuron chain. You'll have a preganglionic neuron and then a postganglionic neuron. The synapse will be at a ganglia. In the parasympathetic division, the ganglia are either terminal ganglia or intramural ganglia. In the sympathetic division, the ganglia are either the sympathetic chain ganglia or collateral ganglia. That's true except for one exception, which this slide is for, and the exception is the innervation going to this organ, the adrenal medulla, which is right on top of the kidneys. So we saw that in one of the figures when we were looking at the sympathetic division. So here's the write-up on it, is some preganglionic fibers pass directly to the adrenal medulla without synapsing. So it's just a one motor neuron chain. Only the sympathetic division, not the parasympathetic. So the sympathetic innervation to the adrenal medulla is just a one motor neuron or one neuron. Well, I can't say chain because it's not a chain if it's only one, but there is no synapse on the way there. This explains why. I'm going to explain this on the next slide so you can actually see a picture of it. So recall when we looked at this before, earlier on in this PowerPoint, I said kind of skip this middle part, right? I said sympathetic, there's your preganglionic neuron, releases acetylcholine. Postganglionic neuron releases epinephrine or norepinephrine at the effector. Parasympathetic, preganglionic releases acetylcholine. Postganglionic neuron releases acetylcholine. So we said the only fibers to release norepinephrine is sympathetic. Postganglionic neuron will release norepinephrine. So let's look at this here that we haven't seen yet. And we see here's a preganglionic neuron, but then we have an organ here. It's called the adrenal medulla. And this is an organ, which means it was just one neuron to get to this organ. Now, what does this organ do? It's called the adrenal medulla. Think of adrenaline. By the way, epinephrine or norepinephrine is adrenaline, and it's going to release epinephrine or norepinephrine into the bloodstream, which is adrenaline in your bloodstream, which is going to circulate through your entire body. Now look at what happened up here. Preganglionic synapse, we have acetylcholine in there. The postganglionic fiber releases, oh, there it is, adrenaline, norepinephrine. Like I said, it could have said epinephrine. So epinephrine and norepinephrine is adrenaline. It's a neurotransmitter, but it's also a hormone. So the same chemical, in this case, the adrenal medulla releases it as a hormone, meaning into the blood, which then circulates through the body. So we can say this adrenal medulla does the exact same thing as this postganglionic fiber in the sympathetic nervous system. Postganglionic fiber releases adrenaline, norepinephrine, or epinephrine. Well, the adrenal medulla releases adrenaline, norepinephrine, or epinephrine, but in this case, into the bloodstream to circulate around your whole body, to have effects on your whole body. So this adrenal medulla is almost identical in function, right, to the postganglionic fiber of the sympathetic nervous system because they release the same substance. The difference is how they release it, as a neurotransmitter up here, but as a hormone at the adrenal medulla.